Welcome back, everyone, to the Garage of Curiosities. Today we got a quick one. So, kind of what you'll notice here as you watch the channel more is when it gets cold, shop changes. Today, we're in the garage. So, getting a little cold. All the fun toys and all the bigger projects are out in the shed. So winter's usually kind of when it slows down for me, and because my shed isn't heated, so once it does start to get cold, I start to suffer. And I personally don't like the cold, so it's more convenient to do things in the garage, but it's only a 2-stall, so a lot of the bigger stuff can't fit. Especially once you get the ATV in here and snowblowers and a car or other small stuff. However, if everything works out like it should, there is a new project that'll be rolling in probably a week, which we will probably have in the garage. So we'll see about that one. But for now, I have today this Stihl MS361. I think it was made in the early 2000s. I don't remember. Picked this bad boy up off of Facebook Marketplace. I've had various saws over the years. I guess I've never been happy with them. I've had a home light saw, I think when I first got a house. That one worked okay. It was kind of a pile of garbage though. It didn't last very long. I've had a Ryobi battery powered. That one sucked. Drained the batteries so fast. The batteries were expensive. I'm a DeWalt guy too, but the DeWalt electric saws were stupid expensive. I have a hand-me-down from my dad that is just really showing its age, and I just I don't want to throw any money into it. I've put on new bar, new chain. It cuts okay. It's hard to start though, and it's I think a 16-inch. I have a Black & Decker pole saw, the corded pole saw. That one works okay. The nice part about that is you can take the saw attachment off of it and just use it like an electric chainsaw. I think it's a 10-inch, maybe an 8. Then I have a DeWalt. I just bought it this summer. I have a DeWalt cordless pole saw. Works great. I love it. Then I got this beast. I had a tree that came down this year, and my saw was not cutting it. A massive willow tree. And so I got this thing. So MS361, I picked it up for $550. 24-inch bar, which is not stock. It ran all right when I bought it. So we can see some, we can see some stuff here. This handle is actually what we're going to replace today, but we can see some damage here. In fact, oh, I just had it too. Oh, here we go. So we can see some damage there. There's also, we're missing, there we go. We're missing a screw there. No idea where that went. We're missing one there. And I think on the other side, we're missing one somewhere too. So, and I will actually say, I found the diagrams for this, and it's just hard to tell, what screw this thing came off of, or what I guess part of exploded diagram this random fucking screw here would be. Same with this one. I'm assuming this is probably an exhaust one, so it's probably easier to find. I've put on a new plug and a new fuel line, and it runs okay. I think it needs a little adjustment. It doesn't want to stay running. That'll be a different video though when we sit and fart around with it. For this one, we are replacing the handle right here. So I have a new one here. So let me get this unboxed. Seems pretty straightforward. It is a T27 Torx bit. So we'll strap this thing, we'll remove this thing, and then we will get it replaced, and I'll show you the other side of it, and then I think we'll probably call it. So see you here once we're Hey, that's better. All right. Sorry, I got distracted, so my transition will look wonky. But, so yeah, so I already took this one off. So this one right here is already removed, which is great. And then, of course, I actually thought this was going to be quick. We turn this thing over, and we gotta take off the chain brake. Or not the chain brake, the chain cover, whatever this thing is. Hello, Cosmo. I don't know, who's a good boy. You'll see probably my dogs in a lot of videos. I have 3. We have a grumpy old man, and then we have Cosmo, who is this one. And then we have Ripley, who is that one. So, but yeah, so why don't let's get this cover off and see what's behind this. From the looks of it, it can't go very far. So I will see you once I get this cover off. I did, in addition to all the other parts that you'll need one of these too. This is also a reoccurring theme that seems to occur. Hey, stop biting his face. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, distraction aside, let me get this cover off, and I will see you. Let's see if I can do this right. I'll see you. There we go. Gosh, okay, well, the mystery deepens on how this actually comes out because it's still right there. So, this cover now has to come off. So, we can take the chain off. The good news is I actually want to sharpen this chain anyway. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Okay, and we'll put that right there. Chain's got to be sharpened anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's actually spin this around then. I should blow all this out then too. She's pretty dirty and grimy. I want to like really clean this up, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I pretty much used it, and then I was busy with a few other things. So, it looks like this comes out. So, looks like this has to come off. And then, looks like we got one here and one here. And let's see, what else we got? One there, maybe. So, let me see what I can do on actually removing this. And then I will bring you back, I think, once we get this figured out. So yeah, for you it'll be instant. For me it'll probably be like 5 or 10 minutes of finagling this, and then we'll be back. I might take all this stuff and clean it off too. I got a parts washer that's out in the shed, so we'll clean up everything that we removed so we can put it back on all nice. So I will see you once this is removed. Transition end. Okay, hey, here we are. So I got everything cleaned up. So went through the parts washer, kind of blowed them off. I got most of the grime off. They certainly look better. And I just blew this whole assembly out with some air. Turns out this guy has a, I guess like a pin on it that kind of holds it in place. So this had to come out, and then it would allow the rest of the assembly to pop off. So I did also have to take off this spring, which rides on back here and then comes over onto this hook right here. So that'll be an interesting one to get on. I don't know, I mean, we'll brute force it, I guess. But let me get the new handle on. And I'm also going to just probably screw in the other side. So with this guy, so it doesn't move around. And then we will, so when you're back, I should have the handle on, and then hopefully this guy too. So bear with me while I get all this together. And then, I mean, we're honestly on the home stretch. So see you in a second. All right, and we're back. A lot harder than I expected. So let me zoom in a little bit, see if I can't manage my zoom well. So this spring sucked. I was almost gonna have to go get my spring puller, but I was able to actually use this guy, this pick, and get right in here and kind of pull it forward. Now, when doing this over here, I did have to take this assembly off. And so I had to take this C-clamp, or I can't remember what it's called, off. And then what I actually had to do is take this one off. I know it's a little hard to see, but there's one right here. In fact, maybe if I turn you towards the light a little bit. You have to take this one off here, and then there's a spring attached to this guy. So, and because kind of the way that this works is to get this really in here, you either have to kind of look out and tension this down enough, because you can see this sits in this little slot right there. There we go. But when you take the handle off, that keeps tension, or that the spring pulls it forward up. So as I was trying to push down on it and then get this in at the same time, it basically popped off. And the problem is you can't put this on before this really. I mean, you kind of need it all there. And so it just took a lot of finagling. I mean, arguably this whole assembly probably took like 10 minutes. This isn't really a big deal, but this is all done now. And I think I figured out the issue with this too. So let's get this back together. You basically just reverse Uno your assembly, or your disassembly, I guess. So I'm gonna do that. And then what we're gonna do is, and I'll actually, I guess I'll put the chain back on. As I say, I kind of want to sharpen it, but I can do it with it on the saw too. But we're gonna take this cover off quick and look at the exhaust. So you'll see me once all this is back together. So bear with me, and then we'll take a look at this, and then I think we'll call it. So see you in a second. All right, well, there we go. I got everything back together. Chains adjusted. That side's ready to go. And then it wasn't really worth filming, so I kind of just did this myself, a single Phillips or flathead, whatever. And this is our problem. This is the, I'm assuming it's the exhaust for the muffler. Because when I bought it, this was fine and this was not here. So I'm not really too concerned about this. It's just the handle was frustrating. So I think for our next adventure, I'm going to find, I guess, either the size of screw and just buy them on Amazon, or buy them from Stihl. I don't know, or eBay or something. So definitely going to be a part 2, because like I said, we're also, here's another one that we're missing right here. Again, I don't know the story of this. I just bought it because I needed it. So the dude was pretty much just all like, I own enough saws, I need to get rid of them. So, yeah, see, like one down there, and I think there's one on the other side. So, I don't know, dude was kind of like that. And so, I mean, it runs fine. I can cut with it all day. So, and then, once we kind of get all that together, I have a question for anyone that's watching. I do intend to kind of spruce this up, because I'm going to buy a sandblaster in the spring, and you got to have fun with it. Do you think the Stihl looks better, like if I just sandblasted all this and maybe clear coated it so it just had the aluminum, or should I repaint it white? All the rest of the orange will stay, so like I'd probably buy a new sticker for this, a new decal, or I just, not sandblast that part. And then kind of the same thing on the other side too. I'm thinking look kind of cool to do just metal, but I don't know if I'll be able to do everything, because like this is plastic. I see the triggers, whatever that mechanism in for the trigger is broken, that needs to be fixed. I mean, this is plastic, so like I'd leave all this. I'd probably just do this piece, and then I'd do the other side too. So I don't know, I'd be curious as to what your thoughts are. I think I've seen some people kind of do it before, and I always thought it looked cool. So that's all I got for now. Help the YouTube algorithms find me. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. I think next time we'll probably be dinking around with my new toy that you'll get to see. It's supposed to be here in probably like 20 minutes. So won't get to see it this time around, but you will get to see it later. I'll probably just do a quick walkthrough of all the work that needs to be done and all the time I don't have to do it. So catch you all on the next one.